Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. Go to base. Hey, tight, tight. Smoke, smoke. Mike, 55. Shut up. Right there, 55.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
Focus, defense, focus. Delta, Delta. 55.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script. And right now, they're following it to a T.
Went for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Complete to Mark Andrews. No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On the double.
Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. Crunch time, defense.
Hit it.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, lock it. Fire.
Now Elliott. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Orbit.
Shoot. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, you can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got a 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Not today. No.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
What? Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready? 60. H the outlaw.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. I know what you got.
Deep rip. Deep rip.
Draw play. Elliott. And an alley to run. Fights free yet again. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
That type of run right there, that just fires me up when I watch it because that's maybe the most underrated aspect of his game. The ability to break tackles and know where the first down chains are and pick them up.
He's tough, good pedigree. Dad Stacy was a linebacker at Missouri.
Yeah, and how about Mom on the track team? So I think that's where the speed came from. And she's not shy about letting us know that, too.
Yeah, I got the best of both worlds. No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
There's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's thinking end zone for F. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Watch the shit.
Now Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here it comes. Clear. Snap.
The first down carry by Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Switch.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with Elliott.
Watch me quick.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Let's go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 50.
They'll set up a throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now this one is running back out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The run by Elliott, a good one on first down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Let me remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. 2nd and 4. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This quarterback now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
2nd and 9 now. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
X3, 218, chop it. You got tight. You got tight right there. Ready to go. Hit it.
Back to throw here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
All day, dog.
2nd and 2. Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson there to make the grab. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10.
Makes the score Steelers 13, Ravens 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
That's the way.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
Hey, eat. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Kill. 66, bullet, half.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
It's a gain of 10.
So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get wide. Get it.
Here's Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. On first down, they run with Howard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Too little, cupcake. 80 weapon.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
I'm smooth.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Mike 52.
I'm trying to collect.
Ready.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Go.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ready.
50, Mike, 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh?
Snap.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded at about the 28. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
Looking to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. A run here with Brown, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Fire.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. 8 yards there on a first down.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Steelers 41-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row.
Come on,
best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Right. 52. Hey. High 7. 2.
They start on the ground with Allen.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
On the double.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
No gain on this defense. No.
Another carry time for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
Got it.
56, Mike, 56. I'm coming after you.
Hey, Haywood.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey,
get it.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 31, check 31. Watch the
And they give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Taken in at the 11. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. There are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check, 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 check.
They go down late again. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Let's go.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Tonight, 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yes, yes.
Be ready, be ready.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
I'm coming for
Come.
On the give, running right is Howard.
Get it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Here's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 50-fan read. Check. 55 to Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another 1st down.
1st down, Ravens.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 1st down is Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, the 20, 10. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown!
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Throw left side complete. It's Cochran. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 22, Jackson throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Set all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. It's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Steelers, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.